Hey babes, it's B, and today I'm back with another bullet journal video. Today I'm doing my 2020 bullet journal setup. Right now I'm just doing the title page for 2020, which just separates 2019 from 2020. It doesn't really have any other use other than that, and it looks nice, so I decided to add it in there. For these couple of spreads, they are just going to be pretty general spreads that don't really fit in with the months, so I just have it at the beginning of the year. And there are some spreads that I don't include in this video just because I already have them at the beginning of my bullet journal, which I did do a video on. Spreads like books to read and travel memories and things like that I'm not adding in the 2020 setup, but I did have it in the setup for this bullet journal. I like keeping those kinds of spreads in the front just because they're easy to flip to and I know where they are, and they're kind of like very general, not even general to the year. It's just memories in general, travel that I do while I have this bullet journal, books I want to read, things like that I feel are pretty non-specific to the year. So I just kept them at the front. I didn't replicate them, though I did think about it. So yeah, right now I'm just doing the title page. Now moving on to my future log. For this spread, I wanted to make use of a black sketchbook that I got for my birthday. It's not a black dotted notebook, it's just blank black pages. And I measured and cut out several rectangles that I would use as the background for the months. And then I wrote the months with my white pen. After writing all of the months, I'm taking a regular glue stick and just sticking the little pieces of paper on, and underneath each of the months I'm going to write out a calendar. And for this I am trying out a stencil that I got for my birthday again. So for the top I just did a gray line, and that's where I'm going to write the days of the week, and underneath there's like little holes, and I just wrote the numbers of the month and just wrote them in each of the holes. You'll see in a few seconds what I'm talking about, but it was easier in the sense that I didn't have to actually count out each individual square and then do it that way. But it is small, so that was, I would say, the only difficult part about it. But I actually like doing this with the stencil. I thought it would be a lot more complicated at first, but after actually trying it out, I realized that I like having the circle already there for me to actually write the number. And that's it for my future log. I just wrote the months and then did their calendars right underneath. And now moving on, I'm doing a YouTube growth tracker. I haven't done this before. I did one once, I think in June or July. It was one of the summer months where I did it with my monthly calendar, and it was just like a mini one, but I decided that I wanted to do one for the whole year so that I could see it at the end of the year and just have an overview of how much my channel grew. Hopefully I'll keep track with it. I'm gonna try to keep track of it, but I hope I just don't forget about it since it is in the 2020 setup instead of the monthly setups. So if I don't, then I'll probably have to incorporate it into the monthly ones. but for now I'm going to try this. And I just wrote the letter for the month at the top corner of the box, and that's it for this tracker. And on the other side of the page, I did a quote that is about growth and life. Sort of applies to this, but I thought it was cute and I had an empty space, so I thought, why not add a quote? And the quote says, "Don't go through life, grow through life." So I thought that was nice and cute. And then I did play around with different fonts and different ways to do it. That's one thing that I'm also hoping to bring into the new year. I want to be a lot more creative with my fonts instead of just doing the same ones over and over again. And I also want to work on my calligraphy and just all different types of hand lettering. So I thought I'd start out the year that way.
Oh, this is Jock and back on the scene with the record.
The new sound of the 80s. Suddenly you hear it everywhere. It's all beat and all talk. It tells you a story and makes you want to dance. Steve Fox examines an overnight phenomenon. Rapping.
This next spread that I'm setting up is my 2020 goals page. In the past, I've done a couple of goals, not pages, but goal sections in my monthly setups, mostly back in 2018. But I decided that I wanted to do one for the whole year this time, just to try it out. And as you can see, I tried to do a marker background at the top, but my white marker just wasn't showing up on it very well. So then I had to cut out another piece of black paper, and then it worked a lot better. So I kept it that way. And that was pretty much it, just a pretty blank page for me to write anything down, and that's it. And now moving on, I'm writing down bullet journal spread ideas. This is different from the bullet journal theme ideas that I have at the very beginning of this bullet journal. This one is kind of because for this 2020 setup, I was having a hard time coming up with ideas for spreads to actually include here, since I do have like a lot of the spreads at the very beginning of my bullet journal, like the books to read, memories, etc. So here I'm just going to write down ideas for spreads to do. And on the other side of the page, I'm doing a themes of 2020 spread. On this one, I'm going to draw 12 different boxes. Each one is going to be a month. It's similar to the setup for my YouTube growth tracker. And for this, for each month, I'm going to do a little drawing that's relating to that theme. And here on this page, I'm just going to be able to see all the themes that I did throughout 2020. Again, this is one that I'm going to have to keep track of and not forget about. But I thought that it was a cute idea to actually have an overview of all the themes that I will do this year. So that's it for my 2020 bullet journal setup. Here is the final flip through of all the spreads that I did in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below, share this video, subscribe to my channel, all that jazz. I really had a lot of fun with this setup, and it was also a lot more simple than I've been used to the past year with just a black and white scheme. But I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!